So we're moving into the additional topics section of SAT prep, and the additional topics basically are going to move into things that you learned in geometry. So today we're going to take a look at volume, and we're also going to take a look at right triangles. So as far as the volume word problems go, you really just want to make note of the formulas that are given to you on the SATs. So at the beginning of each math section, you're going to see exactly what I have on this slide here. You're going to see all of these formulas for your two-dimensional shapes, all of these formulas for your three-dimensional shapes in terms of area and volume. You also have special right triangles here, so your 30, 60, 90 triangles and your 40, 40, 45, 45, 90 triangles, which we will take a look at, I believe, in the next section. A couple of other things that show up that kind of disappear easily because they're written out for you as opposed to figures like the ones above. You have some information about circles, and we're going to talk about the circles next week. The only thing that you may see as we move through the next couple of days before we get to circles is that the sum of all the degrees of the angles of a triangle is 180. So it's just something to keep in mind from geometry class. So again, make note of what formulas are there. If you see any questions about cones or spheres, just make sure that you go back to that page, even if you're just slightly on the fence about what the formula might be. Just a quick double check will help you out. You also, with right triangles, need to make sure you know the Pythagorean theorem. And if you notice, the Pythagorean theorem is not given in the given formulas here on that first slide. So do make sure that you know that. The a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember that this is only true for right triangles. And that remember that a and b are the legs of the triangle and c is the hypotenuse. So this is always going to be the longest side. And so as far as the problems today go, you might see something where, because they're word problems, you have an individual that's traveling, we'll say north 4 miles, then west 2 miles. And then the question is, how far are they from home? So here you can just draw yourself a diagram. So just kind of think about, okay, here's their house. They're traveling north 4 miles, and then they travel west 2 miles. You want to know how far they are now from their home. So you've created a right triangle. So that right triangle there has a leg of 2, a leg of 4, and this unknown hypotenuse. So you'll set that up as 2 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared, and then you'll solve. So you've got, when we square, 4 plus 16 equals c squared. So c squared equals 20. And you'll take the square root of both sides. And then you probably would have to simplify this radical on the SATs. So you have 2 times 10, and that 10 is 2 times 5. So you can pull the pair of 2's out and make this 2 square roots of 5. If you see answers in decimal form, then you would just plug that square root of 20 into your calculator and see what it matches up with. So your assignment for today on Khan Academy is the volume word problems and right triangle word problems. Again, remember to refer to that formula sheet for those volume word problems.